I don't think that that accessory really suits her very well. Just saying. Though, fun fact, I believe the Chain Chomp, I mean, we all remember that mostly from Super Mario Bros. 3, but it actually was created, at least in part, from an image of a wild, barking dog. So, now that the Chain Chomp actually is a dog in this game, it's fitting, really. Now, Tail Cave is just past this, these trees here. There it is. We insert the key. And we're in. Level 1. There are 8 levels total, unless we want to count the final level, which doesn't really count. Here's our first key. Easy enough. Door's closed. I believe we're going to have to kill everything to get back out. But now we have the compass. Now, up until this point, the compass's sole purpose was to show us where the boss of the dungeon was. But in this game, it added a new feature to show us where all the treasure chests were, and only in the Game Boy games did it do a second thing of that tone right there. That tells us there's a key somewhere in this room. Could be a regular key, could be a boss key. In this case, pretty sure it's just a regular key. Yep. So now I have 2 of those. Probably not necessary that I kill everything, but it does kind of help. Alright, now we have the map. And it will show us everything in the dungeon here. Or not. Apparently I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Okay. Having this extra power is really going to help us out later a lot. There's another key. I see a bombable wall to the left, but I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. I have no bombs, obviously. 20 rupees. Yeah, that's a joyous occasion, I would say. Fake out the blade trap there. Open this. No, I'm not going to grab that. Just run away. Now, I think if I push this... Yep. And it turns blue when I do that for some reason. I have the wrong item equipped. Go with that one. Ooh, that's not a good sign. There we go. So I have to use my shield to flip those over and then attack. There's Goombas. And just like the Goombas we all know and love, or at least know, if I actually land on their heads, it will not only kill them, but I'll actually get a heart from it every time. Of course, jumping on them might be a tad difficult considering Link has no jump ability. That is, up until now. Yes, he can actually jump. Surprisingly, for an item that we get this early in the game, this one stays useful for pretty much all of it. Especially on these two-dimensional segments. Something we don't usually see outside of Adventure of Link on the NES. You know, that black sheep in the series that everyone's either claims they need to go back to or should never be spoken of again. I'm sort of in the middle of it myself, actually. Hated it at first. When I came to replay it more recently, realized it actually was a pretty good game. Anyway. I think there's something over on this side here that I haven't explored. That thing right there is basically a key block. Serves the same purpose as a regular key, or a regular locked door. Now I have the Nightmare key, which allows me to actually enter the boss's room, once I find it, which is over on the top right corner. Not too hard to reach. I still have a key, right? Fine. I do, good. So I'll still be able to enter that. So looking for a heart, but that's okay. these guys, I need to have them all in the same suit, which I just messed up on. But they're going in the same sequence, so at the right timing, I should be able to get it. Ah, I just missed. And there was aiming for the wrong one. Come on, this should not be this hard. Ah, just missed. You know what? We're gonna skip that. I don't think it was anything useful anyway. Oh, but I got my heart back at least. I believe here, yep, we have a mini-boss, which is actually one of the simpler ones here. With the right position, I can just keep batting him back towards his side. But beyond that, all I need to do is just jump over the rolling spikes and just hit him. Drops a fairy, and that's going to warp us back to the entrance, but we don't really need to do that. So we'll just go straight to the boss here. And this is going to look instantly familiar to anyone who's played Link to the Past, or to a lesser extent Wind Waker, which is a three-dimensional version of this towards the end of the game. But the basic idea is that you just need to hit his tail, and pretty much avoid getting pushed off like I just did. Of course, I can just retry the battle, but I lose all my progress, so obviously I need to... Oh, yeah, he was gonna hit me, so that might not have been necessarily a bad thing there. Alright, one more try. Jumping over him just to try and avoid taking damage, and for the most part it's working, but I'm still taking a few more hits than I would like. Jumping around like a maniac. It's sort of working. Nope, nope, nope. Not good enough. I gotta say, though, for a first boss, this guy's actually pretty difficult. And, okay, that was my fault. I totally botched that. I had a chance to hit him there, too. Same spot, too. Ah! I had my chance. I had it. Well, at least that time we took no damage. Nice. There we go. Like that. We have a heart container. Our maximum life increases. And now we can collect our first instrument. The Full Moon Cello. That sounded nothing like a cello. Just saying. A path opens in the swamp, or blooms, depending on how you want to read that. And the owl's waiting for us. He didn't believe I was real. I didn't believe I was real either. I don't believe he's real. So my next goal is in Goponga Swamp. just like that text box told us. Before I go there, there's one more stop I want to make. Back towards the beach. For the purposes of that trading sequence I mentioned earlier. If I keep going over here, I'm eventually going to reach, right there, a produce store. In spite of that, the guy really likes canned food, so we're going to give him this can of dog food. I didn't know crocodiles liked dog food. Or alligators, I can't tell which one it is, I never learned the difference. But now we get something a little more tasty and nutritious. I agree, good deal. Now that banana we're not actually going to use for another level or two. So we'll continue on with the, with collecting that, or going towards the swamp. Oh, that's gonna be helpful. You know, I just realized that, oh wait, yeah, I did get one during the, during Tail Cave, didn't I? Oh wait, something happened. It's really serious, and apparently they can't talk straight because of it. It's for real, they all went to the house. Yeah, that house, the one I'm supposed to obviously know just because they say that one and not point in a direction. And... yeah, I think it will be faster. They have zero communication skills. But it's over here. Okay, fine, lady. I'll help your poor Bow Wow chain chomp dog thingy. Whatever it is. Of course, with the feather, we should be able to get around this place much better. We could jump that way, but it really wouldn't help us much. And that's just going to take us back towards where we got the mushroom if we go down. We can go inside this house. Get this guy that looks a lot like Dr. Wright from SimCity. He'll be important later. Sort of. What's over here? Looks like rupees. 20 of them. I could use 20 rupees. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that, the other side of this cave yet. I have no way to lift that skull. Maybe that, but you know, we're seeing a lot of heavy objects to lift. Maybe we'll be able to do something about it sooner or later. Music. The fish stirs in the egg. You are there. Well, they need to work on their translation skills. Or maybe that was intentionally cryptic. I can't tell. Was he trying to say that I was close to the windfish's location? I don't think I was, actually. Well, here's the swamp. Though with this color scheme, it looks more like that blood red sea from the intro. There's lots of flowers here I can actually do nothing about. And that are actually kind of vicious. Or those heavy boulders. Oh, I apparently came in from the wrong side. Well then. Apparently that was also the wrong way. Looks like I'm going back.